live stream today. Wow. Did you guys see the Super Bowl? I will tell you this right now. We have a lot to talk about. A lot of people that are going to come in here today. A lot of people said fly, Eagles, fly. A lot of people thought the Chiefs would get this win regardless. Now, I'm here to tell you today. Let me mute this thing for a second. I'm here to tell you today that, wow, did the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes get exposed? Did they get exposed? I'm going to throw my headset on for just a second because I want to hear some of this stuff in my damn ears here because, look, I'm in my studio, but I'm not utilizing my cameras yet. As you guys know, I'm getting all this stuff finished and all decked out and all this kind of stuff. But I had to get in here today, and I wanted to go on here and use all my equipment. I couldn't do it yet, and I said, I'll have to wait. But I want to know how you guys feel. Did the Chiefs get exposed? Okay. Did the Chiefs get exposed by the Eagles? Let's some people start coming into the chat. Look, I'm just jumping on here for a minute, obviously. I don't have all my cameras on my computers and all that right now. But I want to come here and talk about this because a lot of people throw the word exposed around all the time. People throw the word exposed around all the time. And it's not just like when you say exposed, it could have been a game they win by 10 or 12 or something. And people still use the word exposed. And you can tell the difference. Like last night was truly exposed. This wasn't like a game that you watch, and it was a chance or in the second half. People thought the game was over in the second quarter. People thought the game was over in the second quarter. If you're coming to the chat right now, live stream, hit that like button right now. Double tap your screen if you watched the game yesterday. And in the polls right now, did Patrick Mahomes get exposed? Yes or no? Click the three dots on the screen if you're on your mobile device or if you're on your computer down there and vote in there. I want to see what you guys think. Because this was the first time ever that I've seen, and we've seen games where Mahomes was rushed around. We've seen him have to rush outside the pocket. We've seen him get hit in the backfield. We've seen him get sacked. This was the first game that we've ever seen, that I've ever seen, Patrick Mahomes so frantic, so vulnerable, so concerned, outlandish, making plays that don't make sense. We saw Patrick Mahomes for the first time in NFL history, that's my opinion, get it out there and be like, what the is going on? The offensive line had no opportunity to control the Eagles' defense. They were swarming Mahomes. As soon as the ball was snapped, literally, bang, he's looking ready for the defensive line check. As a quarterback in the National Football League, you cannot be in the position as soon as the ball snapped, you're ready looking at who's going to hit you. You have to go back and know your reads. You got to go through your progressions. You got to look at receiver 1, receiver 2, receiver 3. Look at your check down to your back. You got to be able to go through your progression. Now, obviously, on 4th and 1, on 3rd and 2, and you're getting blitzed, you're getting pressure. I get that. RB in the building, Bond's in the building. Stevie's girl, Nate, didn't come into the chat right now. There's going to be a lot of people going to start coming here in a second. And the question is, did they get exposed? People come on here and they throw the word exposed around a lot. But when we say exposed, last night in the Super Bowl, that was truly exposed. That was a defense that I don't think anybody knew. Like, we know the Eagles have a good defense, best defense in the National Football League. We knew they were going to come into the game ready to play, ready to ball. But listen, they weren't even running blitzes. These were not blitzes. These were 4-man rushes, just running stunts, literally running loops. You got your inside tackles, defensive tackles, looping out, and you got your defensive ends crashing in. They ran little, funky little twists, but nothing. No blitzes, no crazy outlandish plays. They didn't do anything wild. I mean, they ran some blitz in the game, but it wasn't like an every down blitz. It looked like they were blitzing Mahomes every play, but they weren't. It looked like they were blitzing Mahomes, but they weren't blitzing Mahomes. They were just literally running twists, and an offensive line had no answers. If I'm in the inside of the line, and they keep on running this twist, and I go to block my guy, and he loops out, I know that the defensive end's coming in. You're in the National Football League for a reason. You're in the NFL. You got to that level for a reason. These guys come from big-time ball clubs, big-time organizations. Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, Penn State, USC, Texas, Michigan, Ohio State. and no individual order, no specific order. I'm just saying, these offensive linemen, they've been here and done that before. They've been here and done that before. Do you think the Chiefs were exposed in the chat? Yes or no? Put yes in the chat right now if you think they were exposed. But no, if you don't, I will tell you my honest opinion is they got smacked in the first quarter. They got smacked in the second quarter. They got smacked in the third quarter and basically got smacked in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I know that, Mahomes threw his touchdown pass. I know he hit Xavier Worthy a couple times. I know he hit D-Hop a couple times. But at the end of the day, they did a lot of stuff against backups. And look, a backup's in the National Football League. So if you're scoring against backups, it's still good, still good gameplay. But these were times in which the Eagles were more laps, letting the clock run down, keeping stuff in front of them a little bit, and then a couple little big plays. Xavier Worthy, a speed guy, hard to cover, even at the best corners and safeties in the National Football League. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs looked very bad. And it wasn't just bad from a standpoint of we don't have the right, coverage or whatever. It was just all around the clock. It was special teams. It was offense. It was defense. It was quarterback gameplay. Patrick Mahomes looked rattled. The defensive. Let's talk about now for a second on the situational spots in which Travis Kelce, right? Travis Kelce lines up. Travis Kelce did not have his head in the game. Let's be honest. Travis Kelce did not have his head in the game. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. Travis Kelce was the reason why I thought they could win the Super Bowl this year. Travis Kelce was the main reason that I had told people from the beginning of the season, with a great tight end and a dual threat quarterback, you could win the Super Bowl. And I gave you my bets. I gave you my bets before the game started. And those bets were good. And the one that hit was Patrick Mahomes touchdown pass and a Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown. That hit with the tush push. That hit. I gave 3 bets. You could do parlays. One hit, you make all your money back plus. So the bets were good. And the reason why I didn't bet against the Eagles and bet against the Chiefs was because in that matchup, it was too close for me to bet on the game. So I bet on player props. But watching this game, Patrick Mahomes was so rattled. Coming to the chat right now. Tracy, good morning to you. You're coming to the live stream right now. Hit the like button right now. The question is, guys, did the Chiefs get exposed by the Eagles? Was this the best defense we've ever seen in the Super Bowl? A lot of people would say, hey, they both played well, throughout the season, and they get to the Super Bowl and it's all bets off. Look, the Eagles defense, and I know people, all these head coaches and owners are looking at that defensive line going, all right, we know what we got to do in the offseason. We know what we got to do in the offseason. The Eagles played so damn good. The Eagles, and I can't say enough about how great the defensive line was, but there's 2 things I want to say in the live stream right now. Good morning to everybody coming into the building right now. There's 2 things I want to say about this game that are so important that people are not talking enough about. Number 1, first and foremost, the defensive line balled out. Yes, phenomenal. Best in National Football League, best I've seen in a long time. That defensive line, all facets around the clock, great defensive gameplay from defensive line. Now, 2 things that people aren't talking enough about. Number 1, the corners and the safeties. They had to be locking those receivers down. How the hell do you think how do you think Patrick Mahomes was so frantic back there, he had nowhere to throw the football? It's not just the defensive line, people. The defensive line balled out, but those corners, those safeties, and man defense, in zone defense, they had those receivers locked down. Mahomes had nowhere to go with the football. He went back and immediately was like, first off, I'm getting crushed by the defense line, number 1. Number 2, I'm back there. I got no receivers to throw the ball to. Number 3, Travis Kelce is playing like shit. And I hate to say that because I love watching Travis Kelce play. Fan of Travis Kelce, love watching his gameplay. Great story, great player, tough-nosed guy. Played every single game we've ever seen as a great player. And all of a sudden, he gets to the Super Bowl, and the man's playing half-ass, not coming up the ball. We've seen a couple plays, and I'm not trying to badmouth Travis Kelce. Hope we get him on the show. What he did was I saw a couple plays where he went back to throw the football. Mahomes, he catches the ball off the snap. Kelce's still in his stance. How can you still be in your stance? Mahomes has the football. The ball is snapped, even when it's loud. You're looking down. Bang. On here, it's because people call it my phone, and I apologize. Listen to me. If he snaps the football and you're still in your freaking stance, You're not ready to play football. If it's loud, it's not. Listen, people can't say, well, it's loud in the stadium, and so because it was loud, he couldn't hear Mahomes. If it's loud, first off, home games are louder. Away games in Arrowhead Stadium is louder. The Super Bowl is good, it's loud, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? You look down the line, you can see the ball. Boom, it's snapped. You're blocking if you can't hear. So it's kind of disrespectful when you got a Super Bowl champion. First off, it's disrespectful to your quarterback in general. Then you got a guy like Patrick Mahomes, one of the all-time greatest, people arguably would say, number one, number two, to ever play the game, maybe number three, right? Would you guys say that coming to the live stream right now? Good morning to all you guys. Jeff Lee's in the building. Tracy, Nathan, Bonds in the chat. Stevie's girl, RB in the building right now. I'm scrolling up. Drop something in the message in the chat right now. I can say your name in the live stream because we greatly appreciate you. And real quick, if we get to 15 likes in the next minute on this platform, all you're going to do is double tap the screen. I'll give a lucky person $100 right now in the chat. If we get to 15 likes in the next minute, counting down 55 seconds to go, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat. All you got to do is double tap the screen, people. I'm helping to give you guys out some money. Here's the situation. Travis Kelce, all right, it was a slap in the face. And I thought Patrick Mahomes was rattled, shaken up, handled like a professional. You know, wasn't talking shit, was just like, what the is going on? Andy Reid had no answer. I thought for sure second half Andy Reid would have an answer. Didn't. So, like I said, defensive line. Then I said the safeties, and people weren't talking enough about the safeties and corners covering those receivers. Great time coverage out there, stopping everything. Now, Jalen Hurts. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts for a second. Now, everybody coming into live stream for the first time, yes, I know. I'm not in my studio with all my cameras and all that. I'm just live on my phone right now on a mobile device because we're building out our studio. We got a lot going on, a lot of changes, and I'll be in here talking to you live. But when we get to our other downtown spot in Miami, we're going to get it rocking and rolling for all you guys. So join us. Live colors coming into the building. All kinds of stuff happening. But let me just break this down for a second. Jalen Hurts did not get enough praise before this game. And Jalen Hurts may start to now get more praise that he deserves. And look, here's the thing. I'm first to tell you, the last couple years I've been saying, not as motivational from a voice perspective, right? Like Jalen Hurts is a beast, but I'm talking about from a motivational perspective, like let's get in the game. He leads by example, which is great. In the National Football League, I'm checking on my computers right now to see what's going on. In the National Football League, it's great to lead by example. I get it, truly get it. But what I'm saying is, in the National Football League, sometimes it's going to be vocal. And what bothered me about Jalen Hurts was I felt like he wasn't vocal enough to his teammates. You're live in the building right now. Put your state in the chat. Where are you based right now in the chat? And put who did you pick in the game? And don't lie. Who did you want to win? Drop it in the chat. Who did you want to win? Did Mahomes have a bad game? Put your state in the chat right now, people, because people are coming in live, want to know where you guys are based. And smack that like button, everybody. I'll give you another chance right now. If we get to 20 likes in the next minute, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat. All you got to do is double tap the screen on a mobile device or on your phone. Hit that like button. If you're on your computer, thumbs up right now. I'll give you guys $100, giving you guys a chance to make some money. You guys support me. I'm supporting you. In the chat, where are you based? Drop it into the chat right now. I see the Bo Show coming into the building. How you feeling? One of the Eagles. The Eagles played the best defense I've ever seen. And look, we've seen some great defenses. The Ravens, obviously, we saw Ray Lewis. We saw all that. Love the Ravens defense for years. Not knocking them at all. But yesterday, we saw Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And these are great players on that team. The Chiefs are loaded this year. And I'm talking from Mahomes to Kelce to Kareem Hunt to Pacheco to Xavier Worthy, lost receiver, some injuries and stuff like that. And then the defense, they have some great players and some great talent. But Jalen Hurts, which we're getting back to right now, stepped up in a big way. Stacey Jones in the building. How you doing? One of the Eagles, but thought Chiefs win. I agree. I want the Eagles win, but I thought the Chiefs would have enough star power and firepower to step up into the game and get this done because that's what they do when they're so used to it. It didn't happen that way. And I apologize. People come to the chat right now. Yes, I'm not on my computer screens, on my technology today. I'm literally in my house on my mobile phone right now, working on some stuff because we're getting some of this stuff expanding and all that. But when I looked at Jalen Hurts during the game, Jalen Hurts did exactly what Jalen Hurts is supposed to do. Throw the football, but run the football. He's not a Joe Burrow. And look, by the way, he put the ball on the money. So I'm not knocking Jalen Hurts' arm strength. I'm not knocking his ability to put the pass on the money. And I'm not knocking his ability to play just as a quarterback in the pocket. But what I'm saying is Jalen Hurts did exactly what Jalen Hurts should be doing and what, and in my opinion, what Jalen Hurts is best at. Going back, if nobody's open, take the seam now. Don't run down the middle of the field looking for what could be open. As soon as you see an opportunity to run for a first down, get the first down. What would be the reasoning to be like, oh, let me see if I can look? No, get the first down right now. You're in the Super Bowl. First down, first down, first down. Leads to points on the boards, leads to touchdowns, leads to field goals. It leads to winning Super Bowls, winning MVPs. And that's what he did. Throwing for touchdown passes, running for touchdowns, breaking, running for a lot of yards down the middle of the field. The worst demoralizing thing that can happen to a defense, I was talking about this last night, on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 3, even on 2nd and long, and you break a run down the middle of the field, Jalen Hurts is cruising down the middle of the field, literally running past people, and he looked like he was running faster, stronger, less hesitation. Saquon Barkley looked like he had some hesitation. I'm not going to lie. Saquon Barkley looked like he wasn't at his best. I'm not talking about the yardage. I'm just saying when he was moving around, and no disrespect to Saquon Barkley, love his gameplay, love what he did all season long, phenomenal, best running back in National Football League, broke these records, all these accolades, done so many things this year. The New York Giants are kicking the shit out of themselves going, we got rid of the best back in football. We can't forget how great the offensive line played this year, and the offensive line for the Eagles played in the Super Bowl, because Jalen Hurts, the average was he did not get touched until he was 2 to 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. And I've been saying this. How do you get the football and you run past the line of scrimmage on average 2 to 3 yards before you're even touched by the defense? You're guaranteed 3 yards. If you put your head down, you're guaranteed 4 or 5 yards almost on every carry on average. There's some losses here and there, but on average, people, Saquon Barkley is ready to break a run because all he has to do is break a tackle or 2 tackles. He's running for 6. That offensive line gets so much praise. That is why when you look at what happened in the chat right now, everybody put NFL in the chat right now. If you watched the game last night, put NFL in the chat right now, everybody. Put NFL in the chat right now. If you watched the game yesterday, I'll be the first person to put it. Bang! Let's get that chat in motion right now, everybody. Let's get that chat in motion. Smack that like button right now. We can run this up. I'm giving out some money. Drop NFL in the chat if you watched the game yesterday. I feel like Patrick Mahomes really got exposed yesterday. And it was not because he is a bad quarterback in any way or wasn't trying to play. The problem was he literally had no chance to do anything. And the shitty part, I apologize for that. And then a counter go down. The people think I'm leaving, but I'm not leaving. I'm right here. If it goes for a second, if it freezes up, it's because I get a lot of calls on the damn phone. I'm trying to tell people to leave me alone. Right now, I'm in my live stream, 10 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. Now, if it's your first time in the chat right now, put first time, please. If it's your first time in the chat, put first time right now. Who else in it? Heavy Pockets said, I'm a huge fan. You shout me out. My name's like Mike. What's going on? Heavy Pockets, how you feeling? I like Heavy Pockets. Heavy Pockets getting money, right? Heavy Pockets is getting money in the building. The Bo Show. Everybody in the chat, put a B in the chat right now for Bo Show. Put a B in the chat right now. Show some love. Listen, every day we're on here, obviously, when we're rocking and rolling with our studio and all that, we got a lot of shit going on in here. We're moving some stuff around, hence why we got a lot of things that are adjusting in here. What I'm saying is, if you're coming into the live stream right now, Tracy, how you doing? RB, how you doing? Miss Lex in the building, how you doing? In the chat, I appreciate you subscribing. We get thousands of people in our live stream, gets rocking and rolling. Everybody smack the like button right now. Everybody smack the like button right now if you're coming into the building. I'll give you guys another chance right now to make some money. If we get to 20 likes, we're at 13. If we get to 20 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat right now. Everybody tell us, smack the like button. I'll give it to you right now. And here's what I'm feeling right now. I know guys double tap. If you're on your phone, double tap your screen, the like button, or the 3 dots down there. Boom, put the vote in right now. And let people know where the Chiefs exposed. Jalen Hurts now, though. Jalen Hurts, okay, has been completely ridiculed for a long time. Lost a big game. Nick Sirianni, head coach, ridiculed last year. He almost had to terminate himself from the Eagles. They're like, we got to get somebody here who knows how to coach. Guess what? Nick Sirianni can coach. That was seen right. Who else in the chat right now? M-Dog in the building. How you feeling? Mahomes fumbled, and no, I haven't cleaned it up. M-Dog in the chat. How you feeling? Who did you want to win, M-Dog? Eagles or Chiefs? How did you want? And listen, time out, people. I got a question right now. Who's a better quarterback? Did people forget about Mahomes all of a sudden? Who's a better quarterback right now in the chat? Mahomes or Jalen Hurts? In the chat, put it in there. And look, a lot of people are flipping the script. Let's not forget how good Mahomes is, okay? A lot of people are starting to go crazy. Who do you think is a better quarterback? I'm not just talking about last night. I'm just saying, who's a better quarterback? Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes? The style, what you like watching, the dual threat, throwing the football, running the football, handling the offense. Who's better quarterback? Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes? Mario in the building. We appreciate you, Mario. How you doing? Welcome back to the live stream. We appreciate you. We're live every freaking day, rocking and rolling. We appreciate you guys. You know we love everybody in the building coming into the chat right now. How you doing right now? Donnie said freaking Hurts. Stacy, what's going on? Said Mahomes. The Bo Show said Hurts. M-Dog said Mahomes. Mario said Holmes. Nathan said Hurts. How we feeling out there right now in the building, people? How are you guys feeling? You guys sipping coffee or tea? Let me know, because we're talking about some big-time conversation. Mahomes got exposed. The Chiefs got exposed. And I told you this. People throw that word around. They throw that word around a lot. And they're like, well, exposed. As soon as you get to the game next day, exposed all season. Sunday Night Football, here comes Monday. You get in the booth, exposed. No, that's not true. You don't always get exposed. But last night, the Eagles showed the kind of football team they are. I couldn't even believe the defensive gameplay. James, how you feel? Said fly. Eagles, fly. Let's see. Ben said, is it too early for a ramen? How you feeling, Ben? How you feeling, Ben? Who was up late last night watching the game? Who was up late last night and saw a lot of stuff happen after the game, saw these interviews? Saquon Barkley, they held Saquon Barkley down, not going to lie. Debo said Tom Brady wouldn't have been down 30-0. Is that true? Is that true, guys, in the chat? Did Patrick Mahomes take some steps back yesterday of being the all-time GOAT? Did Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs get exposed so bad that they are now considering like, Mahomes, we thought you were this, we thought you were that? Or should people just relax on that? What do you guys think right now in the chat, people? I'm dropping something in the chat. Smash that like button. I'm going to pin that to the top right now so people know when you come into the building, smack that like button, because we're about to bring, if everybody hits a like button right now, I'm about to put 100 people in the live stream right now. If everybody comes into the chat and double taps your screen, hits that like button right now, I'm going to let 100 people into the live stream right now. Cass said the game was rigged. Do you guys think the game was rigged? Yes or no? Let me know. Debo said he looked funny in the light. He was one of the greats, though. James said Travis Kelce looks like Uncle Rico from the Bully and Dynamite. Oh, my God. Listen, everybody coming into the chat right now. Cooper DeJean's good. Okay. Coming to the chat right now, people, answering some of these questions. We're talking about live, getting you guys a part of what we're talking about. I have never seen an Eagles defense play like that. It was very rare to see a defense play that damn good, number one. And then to see the Eagles play that damn good, number two. Was the game rigged? Yes or no? Do you think the freaking refs had something to do with that? Or was this a fair game? A lot of people now we're talking about how the refs rig football games. Do they rig football games or is it not? You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. People coming to the chat right now. How you feel? Melissa, how you doing right now? How you feeling? Shimbo Slice, what's going on? Said Chiefs weren't that good this year. Just did enough to make it to the Super Bowl. Eagles were the better team easily. When I watched that game yesterday, I saw a team that was phenomenal. I saw a team that was coached phenomenal. I saw a quarterback in Jalen Hurts who was humble, poised, knew what he was doing on every play. Even when he got sacked, running a little option play with Saquon and got sacked. He was like, it wasn't open. I took the sack. It's like he knew what he was doing, though. Kayla, how you feeling in the building right now? Melissa said the best team won. Kevin said the trenches win. Kayla said the Chiefs didn't win because of refs. When every single field goal by Jake Moody was trying to kick, they kept calling flag. They called a penalty. They threw the flag on every kick. Did you guys see that? Every time there was an extra point, they blew the flag, blew it back. Every freaking time. How can you screw that up every freaking time in the Super Bowl, in the National Football League, in the best game of the year, the biggest game of the year, on the biggest stage of the year, out there in New Orleans, trying to win the Super Bowl? Jalen Hurts steps into the game. By the way, if you guys come to the chat for the first time, my show right now, we're just in the studio on the phone. We have a whole studio set up with cameras and computers and cool shit, technology. I'm just on my phone today because we're rebuilding our studio and building it out. You guys know that. Coming to the chat right now. Everybody in the building, if it's your first time in the chat, put first time right now. If it's your first time watching us live, put first time in the chat right now. And people are going to welcome you right now with open arms. Dick, what's going on? He said the Eagles defense destroyed the Chiefs. If I zoom in like that, because my eyes suck, damn it, trying to get it right. If I move this right here, weird noise, it's because my thing here, right here, I'm not shitting my pants. This is just a mic malfunction as I'm moving it. I'm not using this mic right here. I'm using this, just so you guys know, coming into the chat right now. People in the building. If you're watching this live right now, Eagles fans are going crazy right now. Do you think next year the Eagles have the same chance to win the Super Bowl? The Eagles were that gifted. By the way, it's hot as hell in my studio right now. I got to turn the AC on. We got to get Brittany turn the AC on. She's in the building right now. Can we get the AC turned, Brittany? We got to put it on 73. It's hot. I'm sweating bullets in here. People that are in the chat right now, how are you guys feeling? Everybody put Brittany in the chat. Brittany's in the building right now. Beautiful wife. People call her all kind of different names. Chef in the kitchen. They call her that too. Call her Vanna White sometimes because she spins the wheel. We give out money, which we're going to be doing when we get back to the show in here. We're going to be giving out a lot of money coming into the chat right now. Cass, if you guys are watching and it freezes up for a second, just be patient with me. Everyone's calling my damn phone, and I'm trying to focus with you guys here in the live stream. And again, I'm not using all my cameras and mobile devices and all my electronics and shit I got in here right now. I'm just focusing on my phone right now because I want to get in here and have the conversation until my studio is finished being built out. I got some other questions for you right now. We're talking about next season. We're talking about Jalen Hurts coming back. We're talking about Saquon Barkley coming back. We're talking about a lot of people coming back next year. Do you think, and DeJean played great, do you think the Eagles have the same chance to win the Super Bowl next year? The Chiefs look absolutely rattled. The Chiefs look like they will not get to the Super Bowl next year. Travis Kelce looked like he needs to literally leave the game of football. And I mean that with the utmost respect. People coming to the chat. RJ, who did you have winning the game? I didn't bet on the game. I bet on player props. You guys heard my bets before the game. I told you. I had 3 parlays. I had Patrick Mahomes throwing a touchdown pass. Jalen Hurts rushing for a touchdown. That one hit big. Boom. We had the 2 that did not hit, but it didn't matter. If you put all 3 bets, you won big yesterday on the bets I put in. I had Patrick Mahomes, Saquon Barkley, and Jalen Hurts scored a touchdown. I had that as a parlay, but we also had a parlay with just Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, and that hit. And let me tell you something. People were texting me last night being like, thank you, I was making money. Business partner made some money. I said, put 500 on it, make $5,000. People were making some money. But I also said, if you listen to my bets, I'll give them to you. I'll tell you what I'm doing. But bet wisely, people. Don't come into the building and bet irresponsibly. Make sure you bet with the money that you got. Don't just give away money and be, oh, next day I can't pay my rent or can't pay my freaking car payment. We don't want that. Coming to the chat right now, everybody. In the chat now, we got more people in here. What state are you based in? Drop it in the chat right now. And put NFL so YouTube knows what we're talking about. Put NFL and put where you are based in the chat, what state you're in. If you're in another country, then put the country. But for right now, put NFL and then put the city you're in because I want people to know where you guys are based. Drop NFL in the chat so people know what we're talking about live in the morning. We got some states coming into the chat right now. We got Tennessee. We got Michigan. We got Texas. We got more Michigan. Look at it coming in. California, Arizona. Drop it in the chat, people. We got Maine. We got a lot of people coming to the chat right now. Drop it in where you're based at so we can connect with you because we're calling people into the show just so you guys know what's going on. Mike Rosenthal, what's going on? NFL South Jersey, go Birds. Hey, look. People coming to the chat. You heard the lady. She said ELGS, PLS, ELS, Eagles. She couldn't spell it, but then she said, go Birds. And I'm telling you right now, The Philadelphia Eagles are riding a massive high right now. Let's be honest. The Eagles are riding a high right now. Did you guys see how she spelt it? I'm sure you guys saw. The mayor of Philadelphia, she said ELGLPL. She messed it up. Okay. She messed it up. She messed it up. But she came back and she said, go Birds. If you voted yesterday in the chat, we were talking about it, right? And you watched the game. If you wanted the Eagles to win, the game, put go Birds in the chat. Mike said it was embarrassment. Look, I know people saw it. People, Kensington. We talked about Kensington in the live stream. Kensington should have been out there for the Super Bowl halftime commercial. Kensington would have got it popping with Taylor Swift. By the way, did you see Taylor Swift? Did you guys see Taylor Swift? They showed Taylor Swift. They showed her on the screen, and it was boo. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see Taylor? They showed her on the screen, and the whole stadium was like, boo. I was like, woo, that's a tough way to go. Then they showed Donald Trump on the screen. They showed Trump on the screen, and people were chanting, rooting for Trump, and then they showed Taylor Swift, and they went, boo. I said, ooh, it's getting political in here. It's getting political in here. I'm just saying, by the way, I'm going to give out some memberships right now in the chat right now. If you guys all stay in the building right now, if everyone hits the like button right now, and we hit 30 likes in the next 30 seconds. Guys, we need 8 people to double tap the screen. If you already did it, don't hit it because you're going to take it down. But if you did not like this yet, double tap your freaking screen right now. Hit the like button. If we get to 30 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to gift out some memberships right now. I'm going to gift out 5 memberships right now. If we hit 30 likes, I'm gonna drop it right now in the chat. Give out some freaking lucky members right now. And if you become part of the Mason Mob, you make money with us. As the show grows, you make money. I'm just telling you right now, become part of our show. It's big time. We got a lot of awesome networks coming in play. We have some big time opportunities that I will talk to you guys about. And you will see people in the live stream. Numbers will fly up, numbers will come back down because commercial breaks, all this kind of stuff. It chops it up, obviously, with all the advertisements and things like that pop up on the screen. Chad's in the building. Said Steelers suck. Is any Steelers fans in here? Listen, the Steelers had a chance this year. They had a chance this year. The Lions had a chance this year. Drop your favorite team in the chat. Drop your favorite teams in the chat, people, because not everybody's an Eagles fan or Chiefs fan in here. Not everybody's an Eagles or Chiefs fan in here. Coming to the chat, drop your team in the chat. There are some diehard Eagles fans, though, right? Tracy, you know, Chad Ravens. RB said halftime show. The halftime show was trash, if you ask me. I'm not going to lie. I love all music, but that halftime show was trash. Was it trash? Was it trash? In the chat right now, people, was the halftime show trash? I'm so tired of seeing a halftime show like that. Do you remember when Michael Jackson was performing? And I'm not saying I'm a fan of his personal life. I have no idea, people. I have no idea about Michael Jackson's personal life. I just heard a lot of stories. I don't want to talk about that. I'm talking about the performance. Michael Jackson came out there and boom, he was moonwalking on that stage. You could not find a better performer than Michael Jackson. He would let it fly. That man would let it fly at halftime, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And all these around the world were watching, beat it. People watching that damn shit. He was moonwalking. It was just entertaining, right? All these people out there that are coming into the live stream right now, you guys know what it's like watching halftime. Beyonce. Again, I'm not talking about Beyonce's personal life, all the stuff, allegations with Diddy and all that. We're not going down that road. I'm just talking about performances. Beyonce gets out there. I don't give a shit if you're in the Beehive or not, or if you watch her shit or not. Beyonce puts on a performance. When she's up there and she's hitting her moves, people are like, oh, shit, look at this. And all the people she brings out there, performance. Yesterday, we're talking the Chiefs, one of the best teams ever, organizations, versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And that performance, not looking good, right? All these top people, they said Jay-Z was going to perform. Then they said Drake could do something. Then they said, they keep going around the clock. And I just don't think that was the greatest halftime show. Or how about the commercials? Every year we look forward to the commercials. Did anybody even see a good commercial? Yes or no in the chat? Yes or no, people? Did you guys even see a good commercial yesterday? I'm like trying to remember watching the game, when it's on, I got the system blazing in there. I'm at the game. When it's on commercial, I turn it down a little bit because I'm talking to people watching the game. But realistically, when I'm watching the game, I didn't see any freaking commercials. Did you guys see any commercials yesterday? I'm like trying to figure out, like, if it was me. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Was I distracted? My wife made a bunch of food. We had pizzas being delivered. We had different types of things going on. A lot of stuff going on. Did I miss the commercials? Maybe. Some people remember. We go back in time, and again, a lot of accusations with Budweiser, so we're not going to go on that road, or Bud Light, whatever. But you remember it was like Bud, the frogs. People don't forget this shit. Then did you guys see the GoDaddy commercial where the young, like, nerdy dude kisses this, like, hot girl, and people were like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Like, you remembered it, right? I don't know if it was me yesterday. Was it me, or was it the fact that the commercials sucked? Was it me? I don't know. I don't. Maybe I didn't see them. Some people will say that they were great. Some people say that they sucked. I don't know. But I will say this. People. I was not excited. I was not excited, by the way, about a lot of things after halftime. The Chiefs got exposed so bad. Glenn, you didn't watch the game? Who did not watch the game? If you watched the game, put Y in the chat. If you did not watch the game, put an N in the chat. I want to know who actually watched the game. Some people come in like, I boycott the NFL. I didn't watch shit at all. In the chat, put a Y if you watched it, put an N if you didn't. A lot of people did not watch the game because they were so pissed off about it. A lot of people didn't watch it because they were mad at the NFL, or they're boycotting the NFL, or whatever they're doing, right? So in the chat, put a Y if you watched it, put an N if you didn't. BK in the building. How you doing? Tracy, Nathan, Stacy, Cass, RB. How you doing? RB said, I missed the old Budweiser. That's what I'm saying, Horse. They had commercials before. Brenda's in the chat. Brenda, welcome to the live stream. We're so glad that you are here. Can you guys put a B in the chat for Brenda? We love and appreciate her so much. By the way, Tracy's in the Mason Mob also. We sent an email out there trying to fix her freaking name on there. She should have a cat. If I get disconnected for 1 second, just stay right here. It just does that because everybody's calling my damn phone right now. Ask me, how do we watch it live? Go on the damn YouTube. It's right there every day, Monday through Friday. We're here every day at 10 o'clock, 10 to 11 every day. But remember, this is just my mobile device, people. This is not my cameras and technology. I got cameras and lights and shit in here to make it look fantastic. And I look so much better in all the other shit. This is making me look bad. I see it. I see it on all these damn screens in here, above here as well. But you know what? I don't give a damn, because I'm hanging out with you guys watching this, having a good time. And if you're watching in the chat right now, I have a question for you right now. Should Travis Kelce retire after his performance? And I'm taking the headline. Should Travis Kelce retire after that performance? Should Travis Kelce retire? That man played like trash. And listen, when you give 100% effort and you ball out and then you get beat or whatever, you have 100% effort, we love it because you're trying hard. You want to win for your fans, for your city, for your family, for Taylor Swift, whatever you want to call it. Okay? But the question is, should Travis Kelce retire now? Should he retire? If you're watching this live right now, hit the damn like button right now. I'll give you guys another chance to make some money. We got 27 likes in the building. If we can get to 40 likes right now, we got 27. Everyone's in the building right now. Double tap your freaking screen right now. If we get to 40 likes the next minute, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the live stream right now. I'm trying to give you guys some money. There's plenty of people here to do it. All you got to do is double tap your freaking screen. I'm giving money to you. You guys are supporting me. I'm supporting you. That's what we got to do in the building. Everybody smack the screen right now. I appreciate you guys coming to the chat. Mario, let me read some of these messages. BK said Travis will retire when Andy Reid retires. I think that's true too. Melissa, the Chiefs fell asleep before halftime. I agree. Mario said Kelce is retiring. He said it long ago. I believe he might be as well. Viper said, let God be your shepherd. Hey, appreciate that, Viper. Nathan, Travis Kelce said it's up to him. He might go. Okay. Cass, I double tapped. I appreciate you, Cass. The Bo Show. Can I get a membership? I'm getting ready to do actually give out some memberships here in a minute. As people get, usually as soon as we get 100 people to live stream, a lot of people are sleeping this morning. It's Monday. People don't want to work. I get it. I don't want to freaking work. You wake up, but I tell you what, when you get on here and hang out with you guys, it's fun every day. I love it. It's a good time. I appreciate you. And we got NBA around the corner. We're going to be live for the NBA games, NBA playoffs. We get thousands of people in the games. We're going to be live here for some NBA games this year, having a good time. Hope all you guys know that we'll be live in the building. We're live every day at 10 o'clock, every day, 10 to 11 in the building. We're just not on our computers and technology like I keep telling you if you're just joining us, because we're building out the new studio and get a lot of new functionality, a lot of new things. I got a lot of buttons on here you press and graphics pop up, a lot of cool shit that I need the tech people to be working with. So we're working on all that right now to get it flying and moving around. I just want to tell you, I appreciate you guys first and foremost. Now, in the chat right now, what do you like more, NFL or NBA? Drop it in the chat. We cover both. Sports, entertainment. Drop it in the chat right now. NFL or NBA. Drop it in the chat right now. People, hurry up. And I will let you, people will start calling in. I'm going to let people call in to the building. Obviously, when I'm talking on here live, you can call in. Also, during the main show, I'm going to put that on there. People can call in live. The celebrities will be on here hanging out with me in the booth. You guys will be able to talk to them live. That's going to be great. In the chat, in the building right now, NFL or NBA. I'm going to read your messages right now. We got it coming through. Mario said NFL. The Bo Show said NFL. Melissa, NFL. BK, NFL. Nathan, NFL. Okay, she was NFL. Jetley, NFL. Antonio said NBA currently. Human Nature said NFL. Brenda, NBA. Cass, NBA. Lakers. The Lakers. Can we talk about the Lakers? What's going out there in LA? Glenn Paul. Combination of everything. I don't like Goodell. I'm not a fair fan of either team. I'm old school for the 70s, 80s, and 90s when football was football. Football used to be football. We can all agree with that, right? Like, they changed football in so many ways. In so many ways. And real quick, in the building right now, what do you guys like more? College football or NFL? That's another question I got for you. Put NCAA in the chat or put NFL real quick. I need to see what you guys like more, because I'm going to do some cool, interesting things on here with live guests. I want to make sure we're hitting all the targets that you guys like. And also, we got some opportunities for you. If it's both, put both. NFL or NCAA, what do you like more? Drop it in the chat right now. College football is fantastic. NFL is fantastic. We cover that every day. A lot of cool stuff going on. But I want to make sure that we're bringing you guys exactly what people are looking for in the chat and then live streams. Listen, the special guests that come on are going to be, listen, don't ridicule them now. They're going to be coming in. They're going to be like, we got to bring in some Chiefs players. We got to bring Mahomes in the building. Now that he's a little more humbled after that freaking ass kicking. We got to be honest. Woo! The Eagles defense was swarming like a bunch of wild wolves, wild dogs out there. When you come out your house and walk down the street and you pass one of the houses and the gates open, you see that dog standing there. That's what it looked like. It looked like Mahomes was walking down the street and the gate was open and he saw some wild pit bulls standing there and he said, all right, what do we do now? Like, you look at Andy Reid, like, what do we do in this situation? Like, I'm not prepared for this situation. And it looked like they weren't prepared. They didn't have a back to throw the ball to. They didn't run any dynamic plays. They had nothing to do. They couldn't figure anything out. What a shitty situation for the Kansas City Chiefs. And when they got exposed yesterday, and I said this, number one, the defensive line was phenomenal. Number two, all the secondary was phenomenal. The secondary for the Eagles played lights out. Number three, Jalen Hurts played exactly the way Jalen Hurts should play football. Jalen Hurts passed the ball effectively. By the way, was on target. Hit Dotson. By the way, Dotson's from nearly my hometown, down the street. Jahan Dotson played phenomenal. Saquon Barkley from down the street from my hometown played phenomenal, right? Saquon Barkley didn't have a lot of big breakaways or anything, but he just played football. Got first downs, ran for 5 yards, 8 yards, 12 yards, 5 yards, just got first downs. And then Jalen Hurts, MVP of the Super Bowl. Did Jalen Hurts deserve the MVP? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat right now. Did Jalen Hurts deserve the MVP of that game? Yes or no, everybody? Put Eagles in the chat and put yes or no. Put Eagles in the chat and put yes or no. Jalen Hurts played football like an NFL quarterback. Jalen Hurts played football where you manage the football game. Tom Brady got on there and he told us some stories, obviously. And Tom Brady said, look, I wasn't most athletic. I was the guy that knew what the defense was doing. And I'll tell you right now, if you're watching this in the live stream right now, Jalen Hurts did exactly what he should have done. And he knew what the defense was doing. And he was hitting his playmakers and he hit A.J. Brown. You know how many players they had that people forgot about? If you're an Eagles fan, you didn't forget shit. But if you're watching that game, you forgot all those players they had out there balling. I mean, look at the receiver core. The receiver core for the Philadelphia Eagles played lights out. The receiver core for the Eagles played like Super Bowl champions, and it was well-deserved, starting with A.J. Brown. It comes down the list of players, right? And you look at the receiver core, and we're not forgetting any of them. And just if you guys are sitting here right now watching this damn live stream right now, we're going to go on Google right now, and we're going to type in, and I got ways that we can share screens that I want to make sure that we hit every time. But the Eagles, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, played phenomenal. Again, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson could not be stopped. Could not be stopped. When they come back next season, the Eagles have some great players, and they have some big decisions to make. They got people sweat. They got some people that might be retiring. They got some play. How about the birthdays? Saquon Barkley eating a freaking cake on his birthday after the game. Then we got DeJohn. We got the DB out there as well. Pick six out there eating cake on his birthday, 22 years old. In the Super Bowl, first interception takes you to the house. This is big-time football that we're watching. This is big-time conversation. Blaze said Mahomes got outplayed. Got outplayed. Listen, that's right. Coop balled out. We saw Coop DeJohn. We saw him out there balling out, 22 years old. And when I watch this, and I think about the team that comes back next year, what teams come to mind in the chat, people? What teams, and if you're in the building right now, smack there real quick. We got 50-some people in here. If we get 8 more people to hit the like button, hits 40. 8 people hit the like button in the next 30 seconds, I will give out some random memberships right now on the live stream. We need right now to hit 40 likes. Real simple, guys. We need 7 more people. I see people hitting it right now. Double tap your screen. If you didn't do it yet, run it to 40 likes. I'm giving out free memberships right now, everybody. Hurry up. Double tap your screen if you're on your mobile phone. And if you're on your computer, hit the like button. Thumbs up. Get to 40. And I'm going to give out some freaking money and some memberships right now. If you're just coming into the building for the first time, put first time in the chat. If it's your first time watching us today, put first time. We're going to welcome you with open arms. We're going to come to live stream now. We're going to say what's up to you. We're going to say good morning to you. And we're not watching how I normally do my show. This is just the last month or so. We've been rocking and rolling like this on my phone because we're building out our studio. We got all this shit going on. Patrick Mahomes, I feel bad for Patrick Mahomes. Here's why. He played his best he could. But the offense didn't do shit. The defense didn't do shit. As a quarterback, you get the football, and the first thing you got to figure out is where the hell can I run to because I'm about to get hit in 1 second. You can't go through your progressions. You can't go through your reads. Therefore, you can't be effective. Therefore, you can't get first downs. Therefore, you can't put points on the board. And therefore, you can't win football games. And therefore, you can't beat the Philadelphia Eagles, especially with the team they had. The Philadelphia Eagles had the best Super Bowl football team collectively that I've seen in a very long time. And you can go back to the Super Bowl. You can talk about the Chiefs in the last couple of years when they won. You could talk about, the Patriots with Tom Brady in those years of winning Super Bowls. You can go back in time. But there's not many teams that played like this. And I told you about the Ray Lewis and the Ravens. Defense was always tough. Yesterday, we've seen a pack of wolves on that defensive line swarming Mahomes. We've seen linebackers making plays. We've seen DBs, rookies making plays, pick sixes. We've seen corners out there locking people down. Mahomes had nowhere to go with the football. With wolves chasing you around, nowhere to run with the football. And Travis Kelce playing lackadaisical. Lackadaisical. Okay? So I'm just saying, do you think in the chat right now, did Mahomes take a step back? Yes or no? Did Mahomes take a step back? Or was it like, look, Mahomes didn't have anybody playing with him. It was shitty. It felt bad for Mahomes. In the chat right now, everybody hit the like button. Get the 40. We're 5 likes away. We have 40 likes of gifted out memberships. I'm trying to help you guys out, give out some money and gift out memberships right now. Everyone coming to the chat right now, I appreciate you guys as you're coming into the building. We're talking about a lot of great things in the building. Did Mahomes take a step back? People, listen, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Where I thought Mahomes was really close to Tom Brady. And I'm not saying the same player. Tom Brady, completely different. A sheriff in the building. is analyze the defense crazy. And I know Mahomes does that. But Tom Brady is a different specimen on the field. But winning the Super Bowls, being a dual threat, Tom Brady was not a dual threat. Tom Brady's not running the football. So therefore, Mahomes had the upper hand there. And when I thought about it time and time again, I said, you know what? Mahomes is moving up in the GOAT conversation. And now I don't think in my mind that he's any worse of a football player. But I think that he got exposed from a position in which he got rattled and he didn't have an outlet. He had nowhere to go. And Andy Reid, I don't think Andy Reid had a game plan. I think Andy Reid on the sideline was normal Andy Reid, but didn't get fired up enough, didn't get on his team. You know why? He thought, like, watching this game, 90% of the world thought the Chiefs are going to come back. Whether they win or lose, maybe not, but they're going to come back. No one thought they were going to get their ass beat like that the whole game. They got beat every quarter. The only reason why the Chiefs in the fourth quarter were scoring points was because that's when the offense and the defense of the Eagles a little more lax. They scored a little step back. They got backups in the game, and backups are still great. But I'm just saying, Xavier Worthy was putting points on the board, but it was just too late, obviously. And it was hard to watch because you're like, take Mahomes out. Start of the fourth quarter, give your backup some burn. Like, he's not coming back. He's going to get hurt maybe. Like, take him out. It was shitty to watch. It was shitty to watch because you have a dynasty in the Chiefs where, look, I wanted the Eagles to win. Fly. If you wanted the Eagles to win in the chat, put fly Eagles fly. If you wanted the Eagles to win, put fly Eagles fly. I wanted the Eagles to win. Born in Pennsylvania, grew up in Jersey, New York. But I, it wasn't for the fact that I wanted Mahomes to get the three-peat because I wanted Mahomes to one day be like, I got 3 in a row. Even if he's not Tom Brady, be like, I got 3 in a row. No one's ever done that. And I kind of wanted that for Mahomes. But on the other side, I really wanted the Eagles to win because it was well-deserved. The Eagles really, really deserved to win the football game. Offensive, defensive, special teams, rookies. Everywhere you looked, Eagles were flying around. After the game, when you listen to the conversations with Jalen Hurts, the same person that you see pregame, the same person on the field, the same person after the game, he's ahead of his time speaking. And I mean that because he handles it like a professional. I wish he was more vocal with the team to get them a little more excited. Todd, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Todd, Rocky, Jeff Lee, Brandon, Glenn, Nathan, RB. I see your messages coming to the chat. Hit the like. If you're just joining us, hit that like button right now. We got to get the 40 likes. People, let's go. Smack the like button. We're talking about the Eagles exposing the Chiefs. Jalen Hurts has been a sensational, humble speaker, doesn't say too much, gets direct to the point, professional. And let's not forget, he was humbled in college when he was benched by Alabama when Nick Saban said, take a seat, we're putting in Tua, you're going to take a seat, and we're going to go win this football game with Tua. And that was a bold move by Nick Saban, and it turned out to be a good move. And Tua balled out. But that didn't end Jalen Hurts' career, and it didn't stop Jalen Hurts from welcoming Tua into the game and showing love when they did win the game. When Tua threw that pass for Alabama and scored that game-winning touchdown, Jalen Hurts was his biggest fan. And I know inside it hurt, but he was his biggest fan, along with his family and all that. But then Jalen Hurts goes to Oklahoma, balls out. And people go, oh, there you go. Did it again. Goes to the National Football League, takes the Eagles straight to the playoffs immediately, into the postseason, and is balling. But just doesn't win the big game at first. And people are like, Jalen Hurts, just doesn't have it. And a lot of people would arguably say that they thought that he did not have it. A lot of people will say, well, Jalen Hurts is good, but just not elite. Well, guess what? Yesterday was elite. And I don't know if it's because Jalen Hurts is the most elite or if it's because the defense consistently put him in good situations, or because the game plan for Nick Sirianni was so damn, good. Obviously, they got offensive coordinator, they got a full game plan, defensive coordinator, they got a lot of players, not just the head coach involved in that, the owner. But the city of Philadelphia had a chance yesterday to put up or shut up. And they put up in a fashion that was basically unrecognizable. Let's be honest. It was unrecognizable. And a lot of people that saw the ass beating yesterday would probably say Mahomes didn't play his best, right? Or probably say Travis Kelce was lackadaisical. Or probably say the Eagles defense was balling. But if you get your ass beat in every facet of the football game, offense, defense, special teams, coaching, camaraderie, it's just motivation. I mean, everything. What a shitty way to lose a Super Bowl. Mahomes will leave that game and last night's game into this morning as someone that took a step back on the totem pole of quarterbacks, just because that's in our human nature to show love when you're rising up. And then when you lose, look at why you lost and maybe a little bit of a ridicule. But the reality is, Patrick Mahomes is still one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. And he went from a close first or a second in some people's eyes to maybe a third, fourth, or fifth as a quarterback yesterday because he just showed he was vulnerable. The question is, will the Chiefs be back in the Super Bowl? Yes or no next year? Do you think the Chiefs, depending on who they bring back next year? Remember, they got Xavier Worthy. They'll get Rashee Rice. They got Patrick Mahomes. They got a lot of great talent next year. If Travis and Kelce leaves away and they retire, will the Chiefs be back in the Super Bowl next year? Is the question. Yes or no, people in the chat. Will the Chiefs be back in the Super Bowl next year? Yes or no? And we need 3 more likes right now to hit 40. If we get 3 more likes in the next 30 seconds right now, I'm going to gift out some memberships right now, people. We need 3 likes. If you're watching live, double tap your screen right now. I'm going to give out some memberships right now to people in the building. Become part of the Mesa Mob. I'm going to do it for you guys. Put you in for the month. It's only $1 a month. I'm going to pay for it and get you set up. Will the Chiefs be back in the Super Bowl next year? Yes or no? I'm just saying. And by the way, people that join the Mesa Mob on the screen that you can join, if I add you in there, as we make money, you make money, people. Just so you guys know, you guys join my live stream all the time. When we get in here, obviously with sports entertainment, we go live every day. If you're watching us live right now, don't come at 9. Don't come at 10:05 or 10:10. Come at 9:55. We start conversation here every morning at 9:55. Nathan's in the building. Stevie's girl's in the building every morning at 9:55. Pitbull Mama, Tracy. We're in here early at 9:55. We're talking rock and roll. We need to get everybody, Glenn, Rocky, Cass, Jeff, whoever's in the building who's coming to the chat right now, get in here at 9:55 because we start live conversation right here in the chat at 9:55 before the cameras even go live. And right now, I get a chance to get to know you guys in the building because I'm in here communicating directly with you right now. But when all the cameras get going, we got all this stuff going, a lot of things are going to start going in motion. It's hard to communicate as much because I'm going to have live guests on the show. I have graphics that pull up. This is just our mobile phone, people. Our studio is phenomenal. When you see the new studio in downtown Miami, you guys are going to love what we're doing here. We appreciate you guys so much. As I get off the thing here, we need 2 people to hit the like button right now so I can gift out some memberships, guys. Everybody say, hit the like button in the chat. Tell people here to hit the like button. We only need 2 more likes. And we get a chance to gift out some free memberships right now. Tell everybody in here. Yes, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Come to the live. John, how you doing? Glenn, how you doing? We need 1 more like. There we go. Hit 40. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. About to gift out some memberships right now. Typically, we do it with 100 people in the live stream. Today's been a crazy disconnection situation. I'm gifting some memberships right now. Everybody put pick me in the chat. Put pick me in the chat right now. I'm about to gift some memberships right now to 5 lucky people. Will get the membership right now. I'll gift it to you. Your name will pop up on the screen right now. I just do it. It is not my selection. It's automatic. So don't get mad at me. It goes automatically. And you become part of our show. It will give you a free membership. It's only $1.99 a month. And before it runs out, you got to put a card in and you can keep it going and you will get a membership next to your name, a verification. And you'll also get a money symbol if you're there for more than a month. So we're getting it right now. Here we go. It's going to gift out in 3. Put your favorite emoji in the chat, people. Put NFL in the chat. Put Eagles in the chat. Put Chiefs in the chat. Everyone type as fast as you can because it's going to pick a lucky person that is typing in the chat. That's what it says. It's going to pick a lucky person that is typing in the chat. And we're getting ready to gift it right now. 5 lucky members will win right now. and you'll be part of our show, and you will be able to be highlighted on here when you speak. You'll be highlighted. You will have a membership next to your name. Here we go. I just gifted it out. It's coming into the building right now in 3, 2, 1. Bang! Memberships are flying out right now. Here we go. Who won some memberships? Brian, Kira, Jess. What's up, Lint Card Collector? These are automatic memberships going out. We do this all the time when we had 100 people in the live stream, but we're doing this again tomorrow. If you're joining us for the first time, we greatly appreciate you. We love and respect everybody in the chat. Congrats to everybody in the building. John, so glad to have you in here. We're going to have a lot of people that are going to join us. Tracy, you're a part. Tracy is actually a part of the Mason Mob as well. Her verification for some reason was not showing up. We will fix that. Tracy, we greatly appreciate you. And if you want to join, at the bottom of your screen, you can hit join right now and become part of the show. And I'm going to end the polls right there right now. We had 79 people come in there and pick, did the Chiefs get exposed? And it says right there, did they get exposed? 70-some% people said yes. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they got exposed yesterday. And I'm just saying, it's part of the game, right? Look, if anybody joins the membership right now, all you do is you click on it and you just join the membership. And listen, this is just, you guys know, this isn't how our show looks all the time. Our live show is phenomenal. We just are on the mobile phone right now because our studio's getting redesigned. We have freaking lights and cameras. We have 7 monitors and crazy shit going on. And live guests will become part of our show. And Rocky, yeah, I'd love for you to join. Rocky, become part of our show. We love and appreciate you. And we have a wheel that we spin during our show. You guys know, if you're in the Mason Mob, you've seen it before. All we do is when we go live, there's a wheel. We have all these cameras. It'll connect to a wheel, and the wheel spins. And we give out money on our show all the time because it's fun and we enjoy it. Glenn, I subbed. I do watch quite a few other lives in the morning too, so it's going to be rough. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Glenn. I appreciate you coming into the building. We're live every day at 10 o'clock, and I promise you, this show is going to get very interesting. Sports, entertainment, the big news hits right here. Are you guys on TikTok? We do baseball. We do hockey. I just did a whole hockey fight that was going on. If you're in here right now, if you guys have TikTok, as soon as you sign up, go on TikTok and add me. I'm going to add you guys back and follow Instagram. Brandon Mason Show on Instagram. Just so you guys know, on Instagram, I have a channel on Instagram. You click on it, and we talk all day. I'm literally typing there all day to my people in there. If you're on Instagram, go on there right now, type Brandon Mason Show, and you will see it. In my profile, it says Mason Mob. Just click it and hit join. It's free, and you join me. I'm live every day in there, and I'm talking in there, uploading content, doing it. You're going to see a lot of cool people in there. And one more thing. When I sign off right now, remember, leave a message on this video. The best message on this video will get a chance to spin the wheel. I got names ready collected. We got gifts going out. I appreciate you guys. Tracy, I had a gift that's going out to you. And also a gift that went out to Pimple Mama. So a lot of stuff that will help it going to you guys. Starbucks gift cards heading out. Some stuff got sent back to me. I don't know why. So we're fixing that right now. I appreciate you guys. Love all of you guys. And I will see all of you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.